Yo guys, Joe Strong here. Summer is right around the corner, and with that comes the journey towards the beach body, or if we're watching this any other time, we're just trying to join that weight loss journey and do our best on losing some of that excess fat we may carry around on our body. We may be following a calories in, calories out model. You may be tracking everything you eat in order to shed some of that fat off. I really quickly wanted to talk with you all today about a little tool that I've been seeing a lot of people utilizing for calorie counting weight loss, and this is the term dirty cutting. So dirty cutting, what is it? How can we use it? What are some pros and cons of it? Now, dirty cutting is quite simply using your macros and doing it if it fits your macros approach to food and diet in order to shed some of that fat off, so you can eat whatever you want, no matter how junk foody, fast foody it is, as long as it fits those macros. Because at the end of the day, what's going to help us in that weight loss journey is just going to be your calorie deficit. Now, utilizing dirty cutting means we're going to be having some of those fast food, junk food kind of things in our diet, and that's going to be part of our nutrition. Now, the problem that can arise with this is people can kind of overdo it very quickly with some of these hyper palatable junk foods. Now, if we're tracking everything, of course, that won't actually ever happen. If you stick to that calorie count, we'll still shed off some of that fat. But a big negative we can see from this is that you start craving it more and more. Elimination diets are great at eventually getting over that hump of those cravings, and then you kind of just forget that they were ever around at all. And this can be a great thing midway through a diet before you start hitting those really hard times of mental toughness fighting through it, to not even crave some of those sweet things. I know personally, eat a chocolate bar and then the next day I'm just craving all the sweets, all the sugar, because that hyperpalatable food, your body wants it. That stuff is designed by those companies to be craved by us non-stop. But again, if it fits your macros, you are still going to be on that journey. You just might be making it a little bit harder for yourself. Now, dirty cutting can absolutely be a tool. You got a dinner coming up with some friends. You're going to go out, you're going to have some fun, and you don't want to totally worry about everything you're eating. You don't want to be ordering the chicken and broccoli at a nice restaurant. You want to just have that steak, you want to have a burger, anything like that. And that's where dirty cutting can totally come in. You can account for those calories, give a broad idea of what you're gonna be taking in when you have that night out, take it into account, and still enjoy yourself when you're having those social outings, or you really absolutely just need that treat. You've had a rough week or something like that, you want that extra chocolate bar, then you can absolutely plug it in, have it, whatever you need. But again, I just warn that those cravings may come afterwards. Some of those hyper palatable foods, they do have effects on our bodies. Some ultra processed foods, things that come out of a box, we microwave, heat up, things like that, have been shown to allow our bodies to eat more food, more calories later on. We don't find them as satiating. We don't become as full from them. So what I believe to be a truly healthy approach to weight loss is one that balances both that clean eating, whole foods that are going to make you feel fuller, feel better on a day-to-day basis. You're going to sleep better, you're going to work out better, you're going to have more energy when you're going about the rest of your life, and balancing some of those little cravings. We are human. There's a huge psychological and cultural aspect when it comes to diet, eating, everything like that. So we want to make sure we don't neglect that side of our being and become just these robots that are just on this singular mission. You're not competing to be on the Olympia stage. We're just trying to be happier. And if we're depriving ourselves of things that do make us super happy, then we're really being very counterintuitive when we do that. So in the end, that dirty cutting definitely has its place for those social outings, for that every once in a while, but we want to make sure that, one, we understand the repercussions that are going to come on. We may have more of those cravings coming the next day, later on that day, or with a week coming. So it might be a little bit tougher from a mental aspect shortly after we have that little cheat meal, cheat day kind of thing, as well as understanding that it's inevitable, especially if we have a long journey ahead of us. I used to be a whole lot larger, lost about 50 pounds over the last couple of years, so I understand what it is to want to go back and mindlessly eat, mindlessly go about those things. But we're on course, we're on a journey, and have some fun while you're at it. Live your life, and good luck to you all. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to respond to them. I respond to every single one of them. You can subscribe for more content. Let me know something else you want to see, and have a great day, everybody.